What's going on, you guys? It's AskCat bringing you guys another video, and in today's video I'm super excited to let you guys know that I'm starting a new game on the channel here. So if you guys are new, today's the perfect day to be joining us, and if you're a recurring viewer, as always, thank you guys for being here. Today we are going to be getting into some Steel Hunters, and currently it's in like a pre-alpha testing period, like early access phase. So it's free to play. It's on Steam. I think you can get it through their wargaming.net website as well. But yeah, the like big company that put it out, like the publisher, was wargaming.net. Like I said, they've been like responsible for like World of Tanks, World of Battleships, World of Blitz tanks, and just all those other like World of games pretty much. So I would say this is definitely one of their outliers. But with that being said, I think this game is great, and I'm mainly a console player. This has pretty much had me glued to my PC for the past week and a half or so. And yeah, I've been really having a great time with it. So yeah, let's get right into it. Before we jump into anything, I would just like to point out that this is not how the game is going to look for you guys. The settings for me, I had to turn all the way down just so my PC would actually run it. So right now I'm sitting at like almost the lowest resolution. Render scaling is like below half, frame rate 60, graphics quality medium. Everything else is turned all the way down just so my PC can handle it. Like minimum requirements for this game are like an i5. I have an i3, so I guarantee all the rest of my specs are not meeting the standards. But yeah, with that being said, I've been having a great time with this game. Like I said, I've been glued to my PC. I've been having a blast with it. I have mastered or completed the battle pass. And while we're on that topic, this battle pass is sick because at the end of the battle pass, once you beat it, it's infinite. You get an infinite reoccurring reward box every time you rank up. So by this time, as you can see, it maxes out at 60. I've had like 17 crates on top of, you know, when the battle pass ended. I think this is genuinely how battle passes should be done. Like, there should be no reason you complete a battle pass and then you're just sitting there like, well, what do I do for the rest of the season? Like, you're getting infinite rewards. And then another thing, while we're on the topic of the battle pass, I've heard a lot of people complain about like the fact that this game has a battle pass in the first place. But how can you complain when everything in this game right now is entirely earnable through progression and just playing the game? You don't have to buy anything, and as a matter of fact, there is no currency you can actually pay for. There's no skins you can pay for. Everything is unlockable through progression. So as you can see right here, like this 900 currency, it says insufficient funds. Like if I go up here, can't buy it. Try to get currency, can't buy it. You have to get it through your in-game progression. So you'll go over here into your tasks, and this is pretty much where you're going to see your combat challenges. And each one of these characters called hunters that you have unlocked are going to have one of these daily challenges every day, which will give you like 3 of that currency. So right now where I have like 4 characters that I can actually work on for, you know, these dailies, I'm going to get like a total of 12 currency a day. And, you know, that does add up over time. So like the entire time I've been playing, I've gotten 96 currency. The game gives you an outright 100. So you can go ahead and get the battle pass, just like the regular track, which would be the pro. And then the premium is like 200 currency. So if you actually make it to, I believe, level 23, you'll get your first set of like free currency if you haven't already gotten like another 100 currency on top of that, which as you can tell, I still have not made my first 100 currency just by playing the game. I actually had to hit that level 23 in order to get my 200 so I could get that 200 prize track for the battle pass. But like I said, it's all unlockable just by playing the game. You don't have to pay for anything. So yeah, this game's super sick for that. I do question like the sustainability of that though, because that obviously isn't making them money. So I do imagine eventually platinum will be their viable currency. But at this point in time, everything is unlockable. So they're either testing things out or just making sure everything's working right before they actually implement like a viable system. But I'm all down for it because right now, free. But anyways, the topic of today's video is going to be the hunter training and then the battle training. So really quickly, we'll go ahead and get into all different hunters. So you're gonna always start with Razorside, and what I mean by that is like the first time you log into Steel Hunters, you're gonna have none of these guys unlocked. In fact, Taurus may not even be here because he's actually in the battle pass, so he's not gonna show up there until he's unlocked, which honestly has me questioning how that's gonna work. Where he's in the battle pass, I'm wondering if he's just gonna be like, you know, added to the roster here and you're gonna have to unlock him for that 5 currency up here, or if he's just like not gonna be there or accessible to like players who didn't get him in the battle pass, which I imagine is not how that's gonna work. That would be a little bit broken. But yeah, anyways, Razorside is your starting character. Everybody's gonna get him, and then I believe once you complete the training and then the battle training, it gives you the option to get a free character. So I went ahead and got Fenris, and then you can pretty much just get the rest of these guys through like playing the game and like just progression. So like I said, every time you get 5 of this like blue construct currency, you can go ahead and, you know, construct a mech. I have Fenris, which is like your cat dog looking mech. Ursus is a like wolf bear looking mech. Weaver is your like crab spider looking guy. And then those were all the scrappers. So now we're moving on to the Syndicate. Syndicate is like your sniper, and Taurus is like your close range like shotgunner, and yeah, obviously long range sniper. So the Syndicate kind of on the 2 different ends of the spectrum. Taurus, you want to be close. Heartbreaker, you want to be far away. She's kind of like the glass cannon. Has very low health and is easy to kill, but does hella damage. So yeah, she's sick. I would have to say my 2 mains are 100% Fenris or Heartbreaker, and if I had to choose like secondaries, it'd be like Razorside and Prophet. But obviously I don't have these other 3 characters right now. Haven't really done a whole lot of playing with Taurus. As you can see, he's level 2. I've gotten everybody else at least up to level 10. But anyways, Prophet, I don't really know how to explain him other than to say he's basically the religious one of the group. And then, like I said, Razorside, he's pretty much just your standard soldier mech that, he's pretty much, he's pretty standard, but, like, also OP. Like, definitely don't sleep on Razorside. Trenchwalker, he's essentially the medic of the game. So, yeah, that's pretty much just the rundown. So these are basically, like, your military guys, Razorside and Trenchwalker. You got your wild card, Prophet, Syndicate, like I said. You got your long-range sniper, your close-range shotgunner. And then your scrappers are basically your animalistic looking guys. The one exception to that is your Taurus dude. I almost wish they would have thrown him into the scrappers just because of that, but like it's all right. I think it seems to me that scrappers are kind of like close to the ground and they kind of run on all 4s. So I can kind of see why he's not there. So yeah, like I said, Fenris is my main and Heartbreaker is my secondary, I would say. But I'm going to be running today's video with Razorside purely because that's what you start with. So just to give you like the most organic feel, like what you're going to get when you first load up the game, I'm going to jump into the hunter training with Razorside, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the battlegrounds. And if there's more you want to know about the game, be sure to leave it in the comments, and I will be making extra videos on the game. So I'll make sure to try to, you know, cover everything that you guys have questions on. Yeah, I think I have a pretty solid feel for the game and what it, you know, entails. I've watched their whole YouTube channel. They have like 50 videos on their channel, I want to say, at this point. Yeah, I watched them the other night, and I loved all of them. Like, it was super intriguing to watch all of that. Right now, we're pretty much just learning, like, first steps type situation. So, you got your WASD, obviously, for your movement. Looking around is, you know, your mouse. Right click, aim, left click, shoot. R is reload, and then this one actually has like a Gears of War style reload where if you hit it just right, you can actually boost your reload, and if you miss it, you'll actually jam your gun, and it will basically take longer. I don't know why it didn't let me actually hit it right there. Yeah, right there. So, yeah, it's basically like a risk-reward factor. You can kind of choose whether you want to do it, or if you just kind of let it go, it'll do it by itself. And then Razorside also has this like overshield ability where he can basically just like, if my shield is depleted, I can fully recharge my shield. But like right now where I was full, it kind of just gives me overshield, which is also OP. But yeah, right now, I just looted that salvage crate, which dropped a damage upgrade and a structure upgrade, I believe. And then the squares would be a defense. So right now, it's kind of just teaching us about these drones and how they're going to be dropping loot and stuff for us. So you got your energy cells, which basically just level you up. So right down there next to the shape upgrades and the health bar, you can see like level 1 And if I pick this up, it goes up to level 2. And you can go all the way up to level 5 using those, and you'll be maxed out at level 5. As you go through the leveling, you'll be able to get that extra ability where you see it says level 3 down on the side. That is actually where one of my extra abilities will be, and Razor Side actually gets a grenade ability that he can use. So we're gonna go ahead and clean these guys out. Alright, so we got ammo crates. It's the shield upgrade. That's what I kind of meant by defense, but that works too. And then, yeah, the energy cell. So these deployable covers right here will drop from the sky, and this normally is when my game will tank. Like, it gets super glitchy while they're dropping from the sky, but once they've settled, it kind of goes back to normal. But yeah, I think that's just because so many of them are dropping from the sky, and my game is trying to register it, and my PC just can't handle that, obviously. But yeah. Once I take these guys out, this right here, this Colossus mech that's making me use and kind of get used to right now, this was their first hunter they ever made, and I think it's super interesting that they found a way to put it into the game and still use it. So basically the reason that it's a power-up right now was that it was their first mech, and they decided eventually that it wasn't going to be logical to make all of their mechs this size, so they had to downscale them to what we have now, which is like, you know, the size you saw those ones. And they basically kept this Colossus mech as their ultimate upgrade, which I think is the coolest thing. Rather than scrapping it, they found a way to implement it and still use it. And from my understanding, I think it's gotten a few reworks because it was like kind of boring to play as, and I guess like super hard to like kill. So you pretty much had no option but to run away. So I think it's gotten a few reworks, and it's like a little more balanced now. I personally think it's still a little bit OP, and it probably should be balanced a little bit more, but I don't know. I guess it's kind of situational, because like on a 1v1, like if you're just facing one team, I feel like you can take down that team no problem. But if you were like being shot off in the distance by another team as well, I feel like it could be a pretty close fight, to be honest with you. So like it definitely situational. Like 1v1s, like, or I guess 1v2s, because you're the Colossus and then freaking you have that team against you. That scenario goes pretty smoothly most of the time, which kind of sucks for the team going against it. But yeah, regardless, I think the Colossus is super cool, and it's always a perk to get it. And down here you can see the active special. So you have your Colossus kit, the Shield Dome kit, and then the Reactor Charge kit. So Shield Dome is basically just, a Shield Dome. Colossus kit you just saw, and the Reactor Charge kit basically just cools down your ability. I don't think it just like instantly cools down all of them. I think it just takes off like, a certain amount of time depending on what the cooldown for the whatever it is you used is. So right now we are waiting for this Starfall tower to come down, so we might as well just take out a few drones, get some boosts here. My god, my game is not liking it right now. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's every time something's falling from the sky, my game does not like it, dude. I don't know what it is about it. Alright, so I should get attacked here in a second. Alright, so we got a Heartbreaker pushing us right here. This is the sniper chick that I was talking about. She just got destroyed because that is not how you should be playing Heartbreaker. Then we got Prophet. He's a little more difficult to deal with, and he can kind of play either close range or long range. If you're playing long range, definitely charge up his shots. If you're playing close range, you can kind of just tap fire and quickly use his shots. He has like, I think 5 or 6, and yeah, he's pretty strong, to be honest. I've definitely come around to liking him more after I've had to do my dailies to get that platinum here and there. Alright, so I'm going to go over here. My teammate is going to die. What is happening? Just die. Alright, so yeah, this is your revive booster. It's pretty much just showing us how to use these right now. As you can see, it goes from like 38 to 0. I don't think it's quite that effective in like actual games, but yeah, it's definitely the same gist. Significantly reduces that timer before your teammate can come back. And if I hold C here, I can drop a med kit for my teammate. I don't know if he'll pick that up. There we go. Yeah, sometimes for bots it's kind of iffy. You kind of have to ping the item for them and then they'll run over to it. We're just going to go ahead and make our way over to this next Starfall Tower and kind of just defend that for a second. I believe we'll be getting into another fight here. And I am actually level 3 this time, so I can show you guys that grenade that I was talking about before. That was so lucky. If I would have got shot once, it would have reset. Okay, so let's see how far I can launch this thing. I'm kind of curious. I was gonna say, if I could get that all the way on top of that hill, that's crazy. Woo! Knock that dude's shield out. That was kind of cracked. Alright, so he's probably gonna go for the respawn on his teammate, so you gotta push this guy quickly. And this is a razor side, so if this was an actual player and he was good, he would just immediately be able to re-shield where I just cracked his shield like that. So like right now, you can see I still have like 16 seconds before my shield will recharge. I can just instantly recharge my shield and get a little bit of an overshield too on top of that. So yeah, ability is kind of insane. Razor Sight has actually one of the highest pick rates right now from what I understand. And then I think it was Ursus and then Weaver. Honestly, I would have expected Fenris and Heartbreaker to be higher in the pick rates. It was just like a random Facebook post I saw that they posted a while ago. Kind of just had like all the stats of the pick rates within their one of their last updates or whatever. So still need to capture this thing. I always forget about that. It's because I freaking captured it and then I ran out of the zone because I did that last time too. We already destroyed the team that we were supposed to be defending this from, so this ought to be really easy, unless drones decide to come after us. Okay, so we just hit max level 5, and I'm gonna try to cop all these upgrades from the bot. Okay, now we can go ahead and head to extraction. So basically the whole idea of like the last stand PvP and the whole skirmish versus AI modes is basically extraction or last man standing. So right now we're headed to extraction. We're going to be attacked and most likely gonna kill that squad before we extract. So you can either capture this zone and win immediately, or kill the other team and be the last one standing and essentially just win automatically. And when I say capture the zone, like obviously I just captured it. Now I have to wait for that timer to run down. So essentially another team has the time to come in and potentially kill you and capture it for themselves. Or for that matter, be the last team standing because of it. Oh my god, my game is tanking, bro. It does not like when I record and play. I'm telling you. Okay. Alright, and then that's a game because that was the last squad, I believe. Oh, maybe there's gonna be one more. Maybe it actually wants us to extract this time. Interesting. Yeah, but technically... Oh, I was gonna say, technically we are last squad alive right now, so it should have ended, but I guess there was another squad. And a matter of fact, this is that same squad we just fought. Why are they spawned back again? What the heck? As soon as both members of the team die, they're out. Like, their match is over, so this is kind of weird to me. But it's literally the same team, same names and everything. That's odd. So yeah, we still got 10 seconds in this match, and then this should just end, and we should get that victory. Right now, where it says one squad up at the top, like you see 6 kills, 1 squad, 2 people left. Right there, where it says 1 squad, 2 people, that should automatically end the match. But where this was like the battle training, I guess it wanted us to keep going. That's pretty much going to do it for like the basics, just like the rundown of the game and kind of like my intro into Steel Hunters. So I hope you guys enjoyed and be looking forward to some more content. I'll be sure to be doing some more skirmish AI and last stand PvP in some videos, and I do also want to get some gameplay with each one of these guys out for you. Obviously, I can only do about 5 of these videos right now. If I were to do just like a specific video for each one of the characters, I would have to like wait a while until I can actually get these other 3. So there's that. But also my buddy has these other characters that I didn't get, so I could also just swap counts if I wanted to make a video for you guys on that character, because he's offered to let me try out the other characters already before. So and on that note, I have all the characters he doesn't have, because that's kind of how we wanted to do this, because like obviously everybody starts with Razor Side, and I went for Fenris first. He went for, I believe, Trenchwalker. And then I went for Heartbreaker. He went for Ursus. And then I went for Prophet. He went for Weaver. And then we both have the Battle Pass, so we both have Taurus. So, yeah. Like I said, we pretty much got all opposite characters so that we could try all of them out the easiest. And, yeah, so if I want to cover those 3 characters, I'm sure he'd let me switch over to his account and, you know, cover that video or whatever. But, yeah, like I said, be looking forward to more Steel Hunters content. I hope you did enjoy the video, and peace. Catch you guys in the next one.